down to see me on that Monday morning. It was mid-morning. I told him that I didn't have time at that point because I was having to cook in the kitchen by myself till 12. But if he'd come back later that afternoon or another day, I'd be more than happy to sit down and talk with him about the whole road project and how it's affecting us. To this day, I've not seen him back in there yet. On Monday, February 26th, I did have a meeting with some members of VDOT. Mr. Rob Griffith, it's my impression is going to be a one-on-one meeting. When we showed up, it's Mr. Griffith, Mr. Parsons, and Mr. Sumter, plus also Mr. Kilgore from the Economic Development Board. Through that meeting, most of it felt like it was a 3-on-1. I just kept getting excuses. I couldn't get any real answers as to the questions or the problems. I was promised at that time that the bridge side on the south side, which is our side, would be completed by mid-May. When May came, and I was told it would be June. June came, I was told it would be July. They finally opened up our side of the bridge in mid-August. So I hope y'all can understand my skepticism when it comes to believing anything that VDOT tells me. But on the Monday before, on the Tuesday before the March meeting, Dr. Redwine did come to take the time to come down and meet with me, and I appreciated that, Dr. Redwine. And at that time, you and I discussed the meeting and what happened. And at the end of that meeting, with the Board of Supervisors, with members of VDOT, Mr. Kilgore and I did talk briefly. He said, of course, there's no money or grants or anything like that they could apply for to try to help the business owners that are suffering through this whole project. He said that the only thing he could really do by being on the Chamber of Commerce would be to offer us a free membership to the Chamber and help advertise our businesses on the county web pages. We just have to fill out an application. I'm still waiting on that application. I've never received it. The biggest thing I had asked for was help. Ways to relieve some of our financial burdens. We discussed briefly about waiving property taxes for the business owners during this whole construction period. And Dr. Redwine, if I remember correctly, you said you'd have to give the county attorney a look into it and see what would have to be done. And when I asked for any other kind of ideas or suggestions that the board could come up with to help all of us. Again, I have yet to hear anything. So my question for you all today is, what have y'all done? What are you doing? Last week we started getting our county property tax assessment notices and all that. And so it's just, gentlemen, it's hard to come up with the money to pay these property taxes right now. So, again, my question is, what are you all, or what can you do to help not only us, but the other business owners that are suffering in that area through this whole process? And it's my understanding that the north side of the bridge is supposed to be completed sometime early summer of next year. I hope that it is. But we all know what kind of delays can happen, so I'll wait when I see it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Williams. There has been ongoing discussion about the project down there and the fact that it's, as we know, it's been drawn out and taking longer than it should probably. A lot of that is, of course, we all know it's due to the nature and the floods and the fact we can't control all the water and the things that have happened down there, and we regret it, I'm sure, as bad as you do, that it has happened that way. And I know that certainly construction takes longer than it should because of guidelines, regulations, and things they have to jump through. After we talked, I did talk to county attorney about property tax relief, and what she found out, or she knew or informed me, that individual citizens cannot, or I guess businesses, we cannot pick out specific businesses and waive their property tax burden. We have done that for nonprofit organizations, churches, 501c3s that are doing construction or permit fees for various projects. But as far as property taxes, it's outside the code of the state of Virginia for us to pick out specific businesses and grant them a waiver. And I regret to say that, because I know that your business has been damaged down there, has been hurt from some of that, and we're hopeful that that project will pass and be over and done with soon, and things can get back to normal. But we'll have to look, and I'm open to anyone sitting here on the board or staff or whatever for comments, but we'll continue to look for ways to make it a little less of a burden for you to operate down there.
Is it too much to ask that somebody on this board keep us informed? Because nobody has bothered to relay any of this information to me or any of the other business owners. Mr. Jeter, we never see him. And as the representative of that area, to me, he should be the one responsible for making sure that other business owners are represented. He should be the one to make sure that we are kept up to date. I know he's not here to speak, but I'm sorry, there's other members on this board. Can anybody take a few minutes, come down here and say, I'm sorry, but this is what we're trying to do, or whatever? Is that asking too much?
No, it's not. We'll try our best to keep you informed, and Mr. Jeter is in that district. I am as well, and I take responsibility for that, and I apologize that we've not, kept in contact with you as things come up. There's been, other than that information about property taxes, there's not been a lot of movement and things that have happened since we talked. But I'll take it as my own responsibility to keep you informed as long as that project's going on down there, if we find anything or any way to help you. And hopefully we'll get a little information today on the status of that project and whether it's on schedule or not, when the scheduled time for completion is down there.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rivera. Good to see you again.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Ms. Horton with the Chamber of Commerce